All right, everybody, we're back with day 7, I believe this is, of our RV bedroom, camper bedroom makeover. If this is the first time you're watching one of our videos on this makeover, be sure and go to the description of this video. I'll have a link in there where you can go and watch all of them. They'll all be in a playlist on our GrandparentsReact YouTube channel. And so I'm really excited because today I get to start painting the cabinets and wood trim with the paint. I've put the primer on there and now I'm ready to start with the paint. I'm kind of excited about it. So I know we had talked about last time about whether or not I was going to buy new drawer pulls and cabinet pulls handles, or if I was going to try to find some way to paint these metallic handles. But I did a little bit of research and I see a lot of light gray cabinets with the gold color handles and pulls and trim. So I think I'm just going to stick with the same ones I've got. Just put them right back on, and they'll then match the lamps that are on the walls. So I think I'm going to do that, because that's something I can decide later on. If I really want to do a different color, I can change them out then. But so I've decided to stick with what I've got. All right, y'all. I had told you all that I was going to get some advice from my brother-in-law, who is professional at painting, and to find out what kind of paintbrush I should use on these cabinets. Using this paint that's made for cabinets and doors and trim. And is that gray color there? Ooh, kind of scary to me. Anyway, he said the type of paintbrush I need to get. He said, don't be skimpy. You're going to need to spend probably $15. I didn't have to spend quite $15 on this one. But I got a better paintbrush than what I would have chosen for sure. So, these sell for over $15 in some of the stores, but I got it on Amazon for less. The exact same brand, exact same item. So, if you're interested in knowing what this paintbrush is, just in the comments say, hey, paintbrush, and I will send you a link to this exact paintbrush if you're interested in getting one as well. All right, I think I'm ready to start this out. I'm probably going to be wishing I'd poured some of this into a little smaller container. We'll see. It says on the can that you should put 2 coats of this paint. So this will take a while. Do 1 coat, let it dry, and then do a second coat. But I want it to look good. All right. What do y'all think about it? I don't know. I mean, I definitely think I will like it better than I like the brown that was the original. The wood, traditional brown wood cabinets and trim that they had in the early 2000s in these Winnebagos. Right now I'm only doing the bedroom, but I am sure that I'm going to want to do this in the kitchen area, in the living room area of this camper later on. I'm wondering if I'm going to want to use this exact same color. Depends on how it looks when I'm all done. wanted to get an angle brush, thinking that might help me with getting into the crevices like this. I have a feeling this is going to wear my neck and shoulders out. Maybe even mess with the carpal tunnel a little bit. Have to be sure and take proper breaks. Get over here where I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm missing some spots trying to do that from that side and not really seeing it. There we go. You know, I can tell this is a better paintbrush. It's not leaving like brush streaks, even though I'm not a pro for sure. It's making it nice, smooth, solid paint job. You know, it's funny, you guys. I tell people that what I'm doing and the fact that I'm gonna paint the carpet, and everybody's kind of freaking out on me. So I'm looking forward to making that work. I think that's fun. All right, so it looks like it needs a little bit more paint right through there. All right, well, that's pretty. And this paintbrush is a little bit heavier than what I've been using. I feel it's gonna make my hand tired sooner too, though. Better get that top done well, because there will be a tall person, taller than me, that can see up there. Yeah, I still see an area. I think I'm gonna go get my little stool to stand down. All right, here we go. You know, I really think the before and after pictures are going to be dramatic with this makeover. Now, one thing that makes me kind of nervous about this is the fact that I did take this off. And I know that the best time to take the tape off is when the paint's still wet, so that it doesn't adhere to the paint doesn't harden on the tape and end up having the tape pull the paint away from the painted surface. But since I've got to do 2 coats, I can't really take it off right now. I gotta wait. So hopefully that's not going to be a problem. If it does, it'll just be touch-up time, but it'll make me sad for it not to be just right. Now, doesn't paint usually dry a lighter shade and not a darker shade? I think that's true. We shall see. I think I prefer it to dry lighter. I think stepping on the stool, my arm and shoulder is not going to be as worn out. I have to lift my arm up so high to paint. Nice. All right, I've got the first coat on the frame around the mirror. Making progress. All right, so next I'm going to paint just this table because it will need to dry so I can put it away to paint the rest of this console back here. So we'll save this console for last. Folks, I have to confess, usually this table right here I have out, but I have it covered up with a blanket because I usually have stuff stored underneath it. It may look so pretty I decide to store my stuff somewhere else, huh? We shall see. That looks pretty nice. Yay. All right, folks, I'm getting a little bit excited about this. Yeah, I'm wishing I'd poured my paint out because I'm getting it all inside that ring. All right, let's see here. What shall I do next? Decisions. I think that before I do the part, be careful while I get myself, before I do the cabinetry above the bed, I think I'm going to get something to be able to pour the paint into a smaller container because I have to stand on the bed to do that. So I think that'd be a good idea. So I think I am going to work on the wardrobe next. So I'm going to need to reposition my chairs and my camera. I'm really excited to see how these colors are going to look with my new camper themed bedspread that I've got. If you want to see that, in the comments say bedspread, camper theme, or yeah, just say bedspread or comforter, and I will send you a link to that as well. Down here where I can see what I'm doing. Don't forget this top for some tall visitor. I don't know if any tall visitors is going to be in our bedroom, but maybe they'll come to look at it and see our results. All right. Y'all, with this angle, I think I can get in here pretty good without getting much paint on this cloth. I have to use this edger tool so much. Glad I got the angle brush rather than the straight brush. I'm glad to know I'm going to be doing 2 coats because I don't have to worry about having a heavy coat on this first one. Miss a little tiny speck, I'll be getting it with a second coat, right? Yeah, definitely this angle brush is helping with these edges. It's gonna be time consuming for this old lady, and that you young painters could probably whip it out in no time. If y'all are still around and watching, you're probably enjoying what you're watching, so I would really appreciate if you give us a thumbs up on this video, like it, If you haven't already subscribed or followed our channel, be sure and do that. Really helps us out. Alright. It's gonna be so pretty. Woohoo! Alright, I reckon I need to move down a little bit. See, I missed a spot right there. Okay. Hand right into it. Oh, yeah. By the time I get through with this paint job, I'll know a little bit about painting. A little bit about what I'm doing. All right. Got it on the cloth. I am going to be painting this cloth a different color. I still don't want to get all crusty from this cloth, this paint. I wonder if I need to get a little artist brush to get down in some of those crevices. I think maybe I might. Having trouble holding it against the edge. Here we go. All right. Well, I think I'm going to call it a day. Tomorrow when I come back, I am definitely going to have a little container for my paint so I can carry it around with me rather than carrying that big bucket of paint. So, y'all be sure and join us back tomorrow to see some more progress. I'm beginning to get excited about the colors now. Thanks, everybody.